Hello everyone, welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Judith, your host for today's quiz. Get ready to put your knowledge to test with some fun and exciting questions. Let's see how many you can get right. Who played Lady Bracknell in the 1952 film The Importance of Being Earnest? Edna May Oliver, Margaret Rutherford, Edith Evans. Edith Evans. In the Patty Duke show, there were 3 identical cousins, all played by Patty Duke. True or false? True! Patty and Kathy also have an identical cousin, Betsy. What movie introduced break dancing to Japan? Wild Style, Beat Street, Breakin'. Wild Style. In the 1950s, what was a flat top? A car body style, slang for a high rise, a men's hairstyle. A men's hairstyle. A bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. True or false? True. Which Campbell Soup slogan was created in 1935? Give me the Campbell life. Good. Soup is good food. Good. In 1929, Elsa Lanchester married Colin Clive, Charles Lofton, Robert Donat. Charles Lofton. Who was mentioned in the Beatles song Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite? Kitty Foyle, Roland Garros, Pablo Funk. Pablo Funk. Who is Perdita's love interest in the 1956 novel The 101 Dalmatians? Pongo, Prince, Catpig. Prince. Harold Lloyd was 150 pounds. What was his weight division in boxing according to the original 8? Middleweight, lightweight, welterweight. Middleweight. True or false? Helen Keller was related to Robert E. Lee. True. The motto on the United Kingdom's royal coat of arms is in Latin, Old English, French. French. Flip-top box was slang for a Zippo lighter, a car with a retractable hardtop, a portable typewriter. A car with a retractable hardtop. When were Italian stiletto switchblades brought into the US? Before 1932, late 1950s, after 1945. After 1945. Fact or fiction? When the Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre in the 1911, the empty space drew more visitors than the actual painting had. Fact or fiction? Fact. Where was John Steinbeck born? Salinas, California, Doylestown, Pennsylvania, Heiligenhaus, Mettmann, Germany. Salinas, California. How much was Woman's Home Journal editor Gertrude Battles Lane paid at the time of her death? $936 a year, $37,000 a year, $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year. The thumbs up sign is believed to have originated with Chinese pilots who used it to communicate with the ground crew. True or false? False. Lighters from which country were the inspiration for the Zippo lighter? France, Britain, Austria. Austria. In the 20th century, who first used the thumbs up gesture to mean okay? Americans, Chinese, the British. The British. What ranks second on the American Film Institute's 100 Years, 100 Quotes? Here's looking at you, kid. I could have been a contender. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. In which movie did Greta Garbo say, "I want to be alone"? Anna Karenina, Grand Hotel, Queen Christina. Grand Hotel. The soft soil protects the Leaning Tower of Pisa from earthquakes. True or false? True. Decoration Pooh used an adaptation of what song for their jingle? Duke of Earl, Walk Like a Man, Duke of Earl. In the original cast of the musical Camelot, who played King Arthur? Richard Burton, Robert Goulet, David Carradine. Richard Burton. True or false? Oranges aren't a natural fruit and are actually a hybrid of tangerines and pomelos. True. The F-Series formal tractor was made for farmers with a lot of acreage, who had small plots of land, who didn't have much money. With a lot of acreage. Who played Bideford Pogo Pool in The Pleasure of His Company at the Theatre Royal in Norwich in June 1976? Cyril Richard, Gene Kelly, Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Douglas Fairbanks Jr. True or false? Rubber bands that are kept in the refrigerator become brittle more quickly than those kept in warmer conditions. True or false? False. Put sugar on top of a wound, then bandage it. The sugar crystals will absorb moisture that bacteria thrive on. That's bogus. That's true. That's true. Which Pokemon was the first created? Rhydon, Pikachu, Bulbasaur. Rhydon. Which is not a type of twin? Alternate, mirror image, half identical. Alternate. Who originated the role of Morgan Le Fay in the long-running musical Camelot? Moira Fraser, Elizabeth Larner, Mel Dode. Mel Dode. What ethnic group is Anthony Kiedis of the rock band Red Hot Chili Peppers not related to? Lithuanian, Mexican, Mohican. Mexican. Washington Irving described which city in the Legend of Sleepy Hollow? New York, Tarrytown, Boston. Tarrytown. In 1928, Garbo became MGM's highest box office star, ending the long reign of John Gilbert, Lillian Gish, Clara Bow. Lillian Gish. Which song won the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1938? Jeepers Creepers, Thanks for the Memory, Whistle While You Work. Thanks for the Memory. What is the fastest train? Transrapid SMT, SNCF TGV Atlantic, L0 Series. L0 Series. You should meet my friend. You'd get along like gangbusters. That means that you and the friend would be an explosive mix, be like a couple of spies, be as thick as thieves. Be as thick as thieves. The thumbs up gesture in China means you're number one. True or false? True. Which U.S. state produces the most corn? Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska. Iowa. The largest contiguous irrigation system in the world is in Sudan, Egypt, Pakistan. Pakistan. At 5 feet 4 inches, this president was the shortest of the presidents of the USA: John Adams, James Madison, Martin Van Buren. James Madison. Sign language has tongue twisters, which are called finger fumblers. True or false? True. Who is, was the wealthiest UK Prime Minister? Rishi Sunak, Lord Derby, William Pitt the Younger. Rishi Sunak. According to Wanderlust magazine, what is the best place to view whales? Vancouver Island, Canada. Iceland, Dominica. Vancouver Island, Canada. The world's largest oil reserve is in Iran. True or false? False. It is in Venezuela. What breed of cat portrayed the title character in the 1978 film The Cat from the Outer Space? Siamese, Persian, Abyssinian. Abyssinian. What country has the largest economy outside the UN? Taiwan, Palestine, Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. Taiwan. Which of these isn't called a pickerel? Small pickles, Pontidaria cordata, the pikefish. Small pickles. Which band's debut album was called The Piper at the Gates of Dawn? Thin Lizzy, Pink Floyd, The Eagles. Pink Floyd. Istanbul, Turkey, is the only city bridging two continents. True or false? True. The name Kangaroo for Captain Kangaroo was because he was originally going to be a kangaroo. He had a pet kangaroo. He had large pockets. He had large pockets. What does Gozer appears as at the end of the 1984 film Ghostbusters? The Pillsbury Doughboy, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Casper the Friendly Ghost. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Female reindeer have no antlers. True or false? False. What percent of the average adult human body is water? 75%, 40%, 60%. 60%. Caster sugar is another name for powdered sugar, ultrafine baking sugar, unrefined sugar. Ultrafine baking sugar. April 11, 1954 was recorded as the most boring day in the world. True or false? True. A jiffy is exactly 1/100th of a second. True or false? True. In the TV series Touched by an Angel, What was the car that Tess drove? 1968 Polara convertible, 1928 Cadillac Series 341, 1972 Cadillac Fleetwood Eldorado. 1972 Cadillac Fleetwood Eldorado. The book that sets out the political philosophy of Libyan little Gaddafi is called The Little Red Book, The Green Book, The Little Black Book. The Green Book. What in sugar attracts ants? Carbohydrates, fructose, monosaccharides. Carbohydrates. Tiramisu translates to "Take me to heaven" in Japanese. Fact or fiction? Fiction. Tiramisu means "take me to heaven" in Italian. In 1961, Joseph Latif was among the first to use what as a solo instrument in modern jazz performances? Flute, oboe, guitar. Oboe. The rock spire called the Totem Pole in Monument Valley is a remnant of a butte, freestanding rock formation, limestone formation. Remnant of a butte. What is the world record for the longest voyage by pumpkin boat? 12 miles, 38 miles, 25.5 miles. 38 miles. What was the Pillsbury Doughboy originally called? Poppin' Fresh, Rolly Dough, Jonathan Pillsbury. Jonathan Pillsbury. What was Coppertone's first logo? The Coppertone Girl and Pop, a Hawaiian hula dancer, an Aboriginal chief. An Aboriginal chief. Which Star Trek Next Generation actor can play the instrument his character performs? Jonathan Frakes, Brent Spiner, Patrick Stewart. Jonathan Frakes. Buttermilk contains no butter. True or false? True. Its ingredients are water, milk sugar, and milk protein. When was the Peanuts comic strip first launched? 1945, 1961, 1950. 1950. What is the Australian slang for legs? Gams, pins, tatters. Pins. How deep and how long do the Bajau people dive without any equipment other than flippers and goggles made of wood? 230 feet, 15 minutes, 100 feet, 10 minutes, 50 feet, 8 minutes. 230 feet, 15 minutes. The legendary grunges of New Orleans got their name from the sound they're reputed to make, grunge road, an amalgamation of crunch and grump. Grunge road. What is a hooping knob? British slang for a hula hoop, a circular driveway, a knob on the steering wheel that allows for one-handed steering. A knob on the steering wheel that allows for one-handed steering. How long did the typing rebellion last? 5 years, 20 years, 14 years. 14 years. What song became a major hit in the UK during the autumn of 1964? Love Me Do, December 1963, Oh What a Night. Who was called the Maharaja of the Keyboard by Duke Ellington? Charlie Parker, Miles Davis, Oscar Peterson. Oscar Peterson. Who was the first choice to play Ali Fox in the 1986 movie The Mosquito Coast? Jack Nicholson, Tom Hanks, Harrison Ford. Jack Nicholson. Who first recorded the song My Boyfriend's Back? Melissa Manchester, The Angels, Martha and the Vandellas. The Angels. Sophia Loren's nieces are the granddaughters of Alberto Mussolini. True or false? True. Sophia Loren's sister, Maria Ciccolone, married Mussolini's son Romano. The Wampanoag name for this island was Nope, or land amid the streams. Martha Vineyard, Nantucket, No Man's. Martha's Vineyard. What was the name of Billie Holiday's favorite pet dog? Downbeat, Mr. Gypsy. Mr. From 1977 to 2011, the flag of Libya consisted solely of a green field. True or false? It's true. What does cutie sark mean in Scottish? Short skirt, fast clipper, biting shark. Short skirt. After visiting China in 1971, what became Henry Kissinger's favorite food? Kung Pao chicken, duhua, Peking duck. Peking duck. McDonald's once had bubblegum flavored broccoli. True or false? It's true. When was the Japanese tractor company Kubota founded? 1937, 1890, 1956. 1890. Who played Baroness Natalie Ivanov in the 1963 film 55 Days at Peking? Sid Charisse, Ava Gardner, Jane Russell. Ava Gardner. People with a latex allergy should avoid bananas, strawberries, watermelons. Bananas. Pine cones are named after pineapples. True or false? False. It is illegal to own one guinea pig in Switzerland. Fact or fiction? Fact. At nearly 11 hours a day, this country's people spend the most time reading. India, Britain, Thailand. India. To lay a patch meant to harvest some wheat, take a long nap, accelerate so rapidly that you leave a patch of rubber on the road. Accelerate so rapidly that you leave a patch of rubber on the road. How long was Lisa Marie Presley, Michael Jackson's wife? 2 years, 6 months, or 5 years? Two years. Who is in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest Oscar acceptance speech? Greer Garson, James Stewart, or Barbra Streisand? Greer Garson. In the movie Flashdance, Alex Owens aspires to become a exotic dancer, ballerina, break dancer. Ballerina. Brooke Shields is a descendant of Maria de Medici. True or false? True. December 1963, Oh What a Night, was originally set in 1933 with the title December 5, 1933, and celebrated the repeal of Prohibition. Fact or fiction? Fact. Pro Wrestling Illustrated was founded in 1984, 1961, 1979. 1979.